Hi there. Have you noticed everybody's talking about the environment, reducing carbon emissions, and also they're all going on about collaboration software and how great the world is connected and everything else. But then I noticed something. 15 years after the, say, generalization of the internet, and you go to the office, and then people are still working more or less the same way. Yeah, of course they've got computers and they're connecting to the end of the world and stuff like this, but still they're commuting into the office and they're commuting out of the office, and it takes them on average, in such a big city as the one I'm living in here, on average something like 2 hours per day in public transport, or worse, in personal cars and stuff like this. And I was thinking, isn't there a better way of doing this? Isn't there a way that we could devise where people would stay where they are, but actually not forcibly stay at home because they don't forcibly have the space, or maybe the environment at home is not really easy. They've got kids, they've got pets, and it's not easy to get on working there. And so if we were building shared office spaces in the outskirts of the big cities that we're working in, then I suspect it'd be a great idea for these people to commute closer to their homes, and also actually increase their productivity, because they're, as IBM was able to show in the 1990s when they did this in Paris, actually most of the people doing this, working in shared office spaces, they usually reinvest most of their time, actually 80% of their time, into the work that they're doing, as opposed to spending the time in commuting. So I thought it would be an idea, actually, be able to sell services, get high-tech companies to build these spaces and actually generate revenue, then sell services to companies who would actually rent out these office spaces rather than buy real estate from real estate companies. Actually, you would be able to reduce carbon emissions and also the strain on the environment and on public transport, and etc. So I think the benefits are manifold, and I'm sure we can devise something which would go a lot beyond the rigorous type of business model. Would be much lower cost, and much more cost effective as well for companies that would rent out these spaces. So actually what I did is I entered an idea like this in ThinkPlace, and ThinkPlace is the IBM open innovation space that IBM's created. So it's actually a great tool. You can enter a new idea like this and pick each other's brains about it. So I've entered the idea on ThinkPlace. I've added the link on Facebook, and so if you want to click the link or come back to me or anything and tell me what you think, is it a good idea, it's a bad idea, just let me know. Alright, and I hope we'll talk about this. And by the way, its name is TerraBella Office Space, because a good project's always got a good name. So I found a good name for it, and see how we can get the ball rolling. Alright, talk to you guys. Cheers.